1. The doorway effect. You get up from a couch, head to another room, and boom. Your brain goes blank. You're standing there thinking, wait, why did I come in here? That's the doorway effect. Researchers found that when you pass through a doorway, your brain treats it like a new chapter. It closes the living room file and opens the kitchen one, which clears short-term memory to make room for what's next. It's like when your phone opens a new app and the old one disappears from a screen. Your brain just hit refresh. The funny part? If you go back to the first room, the memory often comes rushing back, like your brain reopening the tab it just closed. So next time you forget why you walked into a room, don't panic. You're not losing it. You just crossed a mental checkpoint and your brain saved your progress somewhere else. 2. Time dilation. You're driving, a car suddenly swerves in front of you, and time seems to slow down. Every detail feels sharper, the tires screeching, the blinking lights, your heartbeat pounding like a drum. That's time dilation. In life-threatening or high-stress moments, your brain switches to high-speed recording mode. It takes in more details per second, almost like turning up your frame rate from 30 frames per second to 120 frames per second. Later, when you replay the memory, all those extra frames make the event feel longer than it actually was. It's your brain's way of giving you a survival advantage, more information to react faster next time. So when time feels like it froze, it's not slowing down, it's your brain speeding up. 3. The Baader Meinhof phenomenon, frequency illusion. You learn a new word like serendipity, and suddenly you see it everywhere on billboards, in books, in random conversations. That's frequency illusion, also called the Baader Meinhof phenomenon. The world didn't change. You did. Your brain runs on filters to avoid overload. When something becomes meaningful, like a word, a car, or a color, your brain turns off the filter for it. Now, every time it appears, you notice. It's like buying a new car and suddenly seeing the same model on every road. They were always there. Your attention just upgraded its software. It's not magic, it's selective awareness in action. 4. False memories. Your memory feels reliable, but it's not a recording. It's a reconstruction. Each time you remember something, your brain rebuilds it from bits and pieces. And sometimes it fills the gaps with total fiction. People have sworn under oath to remember crimes, faces, or moments that never happened. Psychologists have even planted fake memories, like being lost in a mall as a child, and people later describe the event in vivid detail. Your brain loves a good story, and it doesn't always care if it's true. So when two people argue over what really happened, they're probably both wrong in different directions. 5. Déjà vu. You walk into a place you've never been, but it feels oddly familiar, like a memory you can't quite place. That's déjà vu, one of the brain's most mysterious hiccups. One theory says it happens when your brain's memory system fires slightly out of sync. The new experience accidentally gets tagged as a memory, creating a weird loop like a glitch in the Matrix. Another theory suggests it's caused by a tiny timing delay between your brain sensory and recognition centers. One half of your brain processes what's happening now, while the other thinks it already saw it. It's harmless, eerie, and proof that your brain sometimes misfiles reality in the "I've seen this before" folder. 6. The McCollough Effect. This one's wild. If you stare long enough at certain red and green stripe patterns, then look away, white walls can look tinted pink or green for hours or even days. That's the McCollough Effect, a long-term visual illusion that tricks your brain into seeing colors that aren't there. It's not like a quick afterimage. It lasts because your visual neurons adapt to the color contrast and keep misfiring. It's your brain saying, "I think I know what color this should be," and being confidently wrong. Even your senses can't fully trust themselves. 7. Capgras Delusion. Imagine looking at your best friend or your mom and feeling absolutely sure they've been replaced by an identical imposter. That's Capgras Delusion, one of the strangest brain glitches ever recorded. It's believed to happen when the part of your brain that recognizes faces still works, but the emotional connection to that recognition is broken. You see your loved one, but you don't feel the familiarity. The brain can't reconcile that mismatch, so it invents an explanation. That's not really them. It's rare, heartbreaking, and a reminder that feeling real is something the brain has to build from scratch every second. 8. The scene completion illusion. You glance at a street sign or a text and think you've read it perfectly, but you didn't. That's the scene completion illusion. Your brain fills in blanks to save time. It guesses based on patterns and expectations. That's why you sometimes misread public pool as something less appropriate. It's also why typos in familiar words go unnoticed. You don't read letters, you read predictions. This is super useful for fast reading, but also why you can totally misinterpret something that was perfectly clear. Your brain loves shortcuts even when they're wrong turns. 9. Tip of the tongue phenomenon. You know the word. You can almost hear it. It's right there, but it won't come out. That's tip of the tongue syndrome, a temporary glitch in your brain's word retrieval system. Language memory is stored in different layers, meaning, sound, and spelling. Sometimes those layers don't sync fast enough. You know what you want to say, but your mouth's waiting for the delivery truck. The good news? The word usually pops up later at random during a shower, a walk, or mid-conversation when it's completely irrelevant. Brains have terrible timing. 10. Saying the wrong word. You tell your teacher, "Thanks, Mom," or call your friend by your dog's name. Mortifying? Yes. Uncommon? Not at all. Words are stored in clusters. Family names, pets, coworkers. Under stress, fatigue, or distraction, your brain grabs the wrong one from the same neighborhood. It's a good reminder that your mouth is sometimes faster than your logic. No big deal, just your neurons getting wires crossed mid-sentence. 11. Misplacing things in plain sight. You're looking for your phone, it's in your hand. Your glasses? On your head. Your keys? Right in front of you. Welcome to inattentional blindness. When your brain expects an object to be in one place, it can literally fail to see it somewhere else even if you're staring right at it. Your attention acts like a spotlight. Anything outside that beam may as well be invisible. The solution? Slow down and question your own certainty. Sometimes the thing you're looking for is hiding in plain sight because your brain decided it wasn't worth noticing. 12. Word substitutions in texting. You mean to text coffee, but your phone and your brain conspire to write cookie. Autocorrect takes the blame, but often it's your own mind. Your brain groups related concepts, coffee, cookies. When you type, it pulls from the semantic neighborhood. Old muscle memory does the rest. This glitch proves that even in the digital age, your thoughts can trip over each other. And no, you can't disable this setting. 13. Wait, did I lock the door? You walk a few steps from home and suddenly panic. Did I lock it? Did I turn off the stove? Did I feed the cat? Welcome to the autopilot paradox. Routine actions are so automated that your conscious brain doesn't record them. So later, when you try to recall the memory, there's nothing to find. Most of the time, you did lock it. You just don't remember doing it because the brain filed it under low-priority background task. Efficiency comes at the cost of confidence. 14. Reading without processing. You finish a full page of text, then realize you absorb nothing. That's because reading words and understanding them are two different processes. Your eyes can move automatically, like cruise control, but comprehension needs attention. If your mind drifts, your eyes keep scanning, but your brain's out to lunch. The fix? Slow down. Read out loud for a few lines. Engage another sense. You're not bad at reading. You just need your brain to actually show up. 15. Hearing words wrong. You're jamming to a song, confidently singing. Sweet dreams are made of cheese when someone gives you that look. That's phonetic filling, a mini auditory illusion. Your brain hears incomplete or unclear sounds and fills in what it expects to hear. Noise, echo, or accent. No problem, your brain guesses. That's why misheard lyrics, called mondegrints, exist. Your brain isn't bad at listening. It's just trying to make sense of chaos, and sometimes cheese wins. 16. Why did I open this app? You unlock your phone, tap an app, and suddenly forget why you did it. That's the digital doorway effect, the same mental boundary trick as before, but in your pocket. Unlocking your phone creates a context shift, and notifications hijack your focus. By the time you open the app, your goal has been pushed out of short-term memory. It's not forgetfulness, it's interference. Your brain was multitasking when it shouldn't have been. If it makes you feel better, everyone's doing it. Bonus glitches, because the brain is a drama queen. Mind pop. Random song lyric or phrase appears in your head out of nowhere. Your brain's filing system sneezed. Earworm. That song won't stop replaying? It's your auditory loop stuck on repeat because you never finished the melody. Phantom vibration. Feel your phone buzz when it didn't? Your brain linked minor muscle twitches with expected signals. Memory overlap. Ever start a story and forget if you already told it? Your brain recycles conversational scripts like reruns. Every one of these reminds us how much thinking happens without permission. How to outsmart your brain's glitches. You can't stop these entirely, but you can manage them. Label your actions aloud. Locking the door. Saying it tags the memory. Pause between tasks. Give your brain time to switch contexts. Write things down fast. Notes are backup memory. Limit multitasking. One mental tab at a time. Let silence exist. Quiet time helps your brain process and clean up. Sleep properly. It's the ultimate system reboot. Move your body. Exercise literally grows new neurons. Laugh it off. Stress makes glitches worse. Humor resets them. The beautiful mess that is your mind. Your brain is the most complex thing you'll ever own, and it's not perfect. It forgets, fills in, misfires, and makes stuff up. But that's what makes it human. The same brain that forgets why you entered a room also writes poetry, falls in love, and remembers the smell of your childhood home. It guesses, it adapts, it improvises, and sometimes it hilariously fails. You're not broken when you blank out mid-sentence or forget your phone in your hand. You're just using a piece of biological hardware that's juggling 100 billion neurons, trying to keep you alive, curious, and slightly confused. So treat your brain gently. Give it rest. Feed it new experiences. And laugh when it glitches, because honestly, it's doing the best it can. If you've had any of these mental loading errors, drop the funniest one in the comments. And if you learned something new about your wonderfully weird brain, hit that like button like you're refreshing your neurons. Subscribe for more calm, smart, and slightly weird science. And remember, your brain isn't perfect. It's just perfectly human.